The hell is that screeching? Is that the fucking oil?
No, it's not oil heat, honey. It's gas.
Oh. It's screeching.
It's baseboard radiation heat. Old house.
Like an owl.
Mm-hmm.
Like coo, coo.
That's the water valves. They slowly let out steam. And that's the whistle.
You're a sexy motherfucker.
I think you're cute.
I think you're handsome.
Oh.
I love you.
We really have fun.
You're my favorite boys in the whole world.
Yeah, you're my favorite, Bills.
Yay.
Yay.
Actually, I got 4 boys I love more than anything.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. It's like implied.
Yep. You love black people? Me too.
Back in the year 2016, a phone call was made by Keith Pepini. His wife, Sherry, had gone for a run, but had never returned. Keith had found her headphones attached to her phone, and there were strands of hair hanging from it.
So I just got home from work, and my wife wasn't there, which is unusual. I found her phone, and it's got like hair ripped out of it, like in the headphones. So I'm like totally freaking out, thinking like somebody like, hey, what? Just grabbed her.
The police would begin their investigation into Sherry's disappearance, but they would come up empty-handed. Thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours would be spent searching for Sherry, but still she remained missing. 22 days later, highway patrol officers would find Sherry by the side of the road. Her body was covered in injuries, and her hands were tied together. Sherry would be rushed to the hospital, where she would tell the police what had happened.
I thought she faked it.
It would take almost a year to get the full story, and that story was full of inconsistencies. According to Sherry, she had been taken by 2 women who wore bandanas to cover their faces. When she was initially taken, Sherry claimed that she had slept in the vehicle while she waited to reach her destination. The police found this very odd, because most people in her situation would be scared and alert as they tried to figure out how to get out of the situation they were in. What was also strange was the fact that no demands for...
Speaking of black people, did Bruce Shepard ever tell you guys why he used so many slurs back in the G+ days? No. I don't know why.
I didn't hang out with him enough to know.
No.
I didn't, honestly,
I never liked Bruce, so...
I didn't see him much at all. I was in a room with him maybe twice over the course of all those years. I barely interacted with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, to say I'm not surprised is kind of probably
whatever
how I feel. I mean,
it's none of my business, really, at the end of the day. I don't want to get into anything with anyone.
The G+ people are weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about that, Jules.
I'm sorry about that, Jules.
Ransom had been made, and that her captors had left her on the side of the road when they were finished. Eventually, the police would find male DNA on the clothing Sherry was wearing when she was found. They found this very strange because her captors were both women. The DNA would be uploaded to a database, and 4 years would go by before the next breakthrough.
Nuzzling.
In March of 2022, the DNA sample would lead to Sherry's ex-boyfriend, James Reyes. The police would interview James, and it wouldn't take very long for him to confess to everything.
That beard, dude.
According to James,
that's beautiful beard.
It's a good beard. He not only helped Sherry run away, but he also helped her with
that little innocent face. I'm evil.
Now that they had this new information, they would ask both Sherry and Keith to come to the police station.
You see it
for
too?
An interview. The police tell Sherry that they have new information. They want to know if it's okay to talk about it in front of her husband.
So that you're in the driver's seat right now.
It's easier to control things once you know what the information is. be honest with you, Sherry. So I can tell you what it is. Say what it is when Keith leaves, and then you can say yes or no whether or not you want him in there for the rest of it.
Right now, he's just, am I in the room or am I out of the room? So that's
I'm to the point where if you want him here, we'll just go on with the conversation.
As long as you're not interrupting her, as an understood.
Stay over here.
But if he steps out, I can say a name, and then you can choose whether you want him in here for the rest of it or not. It's completely up to you. Or I can just continue on. And again, like I said, I wanted you to always have control over certain aspects of stuff. We're not to a point where anybody's going to jail yet. We're not to a point of anything.
We'll get into it.
The Dreaded one is so much better, I swear. Way more detail of her crazy shit.
Like that.
I ain't talking about
We're
anyone.
just still at the talking stage. We're at the control stage.
I'm being a good girl.
Yeah.
You seem scared,
I
Sherry.
don't want to get in trouble with anyone.
What is?
They ask Sherry why she was crying, and she explains that it's because she believes the police can't find the woman that helped her escape. There is a good chance Sherry knows she has been caught, which is where the tears come from. But what is interesting is how fast she was able to lie and make up an excuse as to why she was crying.
She's just quick with her thinking, bro. That's all.
She's the reason I get to see my children every day.
I agree. We're not going to find her.
She's the reason? What do you mean by that?
She means the younger one let her go. Right? That's what you're referring to? We're not going to find her. And we can just skip to the rock, into the water,
I
and
like
up on the
beans.
pond if we want to now.
Beans are good.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
likes beans.
This is your last offer. This is the last time if you want to do
Beans,
this lumber
beans,
and
and magical fruit.
Keith's
The more
been doing
you
this
eat,
also
the more
on
you
a
toot.
different level.
I love a can of pussy.
So I'm
And he
ready
likes
to
my
I'm ready to
Oh, I
move on
love
and
it.
throw the dart and throw the rock and see what happens to the water. So Sherry, look at me.
Butter beans are yummy, yeah.
I don't want her to get in trouble.
She's not going to get. So the DNA came back to James Reyes.
Oh, baked beans on toast. I want that.
We talked to him.
cute.
He's been on a polygraph.
That's
We
good
talked
as
to
well.
everybody around him. We have the rental
Really good
agreements,
shit.
phone rental, car rental agreements. We have everything that says that he said he told the truth.
That's
So everything you've told us so many truths
Diamonds
in
and
this
math.
situation. The reason why you can describe the room is because you stayed in the room in the dark for hours, for days on end. The reason why you lost so much weight is because you stopped eating. The reason why you got a rash on your arm is because you cleaned his house. The reason why the brand is because he went to the store, bought the brand tools, and branded you.
What
The
the
reason why your
fuck?
nose was broke is because of a hockey stick. I know all of that because he passed a polygraph test. That said, it's not an abduction. She asked me to come get her.
No.
I rented a car.
Oh, busted!
He passed the polygraph test, sure.
That's not
Busted!
what happened. What did happen, Sherry?
I don't know. No, there's no way. It's James. There's no way. There's no
The
way.
DNA doesn't lie.
His DNA is
The DNA was on you.
his
There's
brother.
no way.
Robert saw you in the house while you were down there. While everything spun out of control, his cousin. While everything ran out of control on the initial.
There's no way.
It's 100% Robert's or James's DNA.
Your evil plan didn't work, lady. Just accept it and move on with your stupid
No way.
life.
It's James. There's no way.
Not like that it
Why are
is.
you saying it's not James?
There's
Why are you saying it's not?
Hurts me.
What's that?
We were friends. There's no way.
And he came and got you because you asked him.
Sherry has just been confronted with the evidence showing that she is lying. Imagine a real victim who had gone through a similar situation. How would they react to being told that their story is a lie? Typically, they would become very angry and shocked that anyone would believe that the whole horror they went through was a lie.
Yep.
What they wouldn't do is sit quietly, listening to someone tell them they are lying.
That's true.
It's him. There is no way it's him.
It is.
The DNA tells us that it was his DNA on.
The DNA alone says it's him. And when we talked to him and confronted him with the DNA,
He told us what happened.
he 100% told us what happened.
He gave us details that nobody else would know.
And we can call him and we can all talk about it. But ultimately, can you look at me for a second? Ultimately, we put him on a polygraph like we did Keith.
Maria tacos. Okay.
Keith was inconclusive, to be honest with you. On whether he was involved or not. But 100% James was showing the truth. The questions were,
Okay. Birria, a Mexican dish from the state of Jalisco. The dish is a meat dish or soup traditionally made from goat meat, but occasionally made from beef, lamb, mutton, or chicken. The meat is marinated in adobo made of vinegar, dried chilies, garlic, and herbs and spices before being cooked in broth. And then the tacos is the birria inside the tacos. Yeah. You love goat meat?
I want to try it again. I only had it once. Halal meat.
I'll try it. I'll
Halal
try
meat.
it for the heck. If anything, if I don't like it, you'll eat it.
I will eat it.
did Sherry ask you to come pick her up? The answer is yes. That was the truth on a polygraph. We asked him if the two of you ever had sex. The answer was no.
During 2016.
During 2016, during the abduction, he said no. That was the truth. We asked him if you asked him to brand, if you asked him to brand you. The answer was yes. And he passed the polygraph on all of those questions. He took us to.
You respect Rev's appreciation for food. Me too.
I love food.
It's one of the reasons me and him actually bonded, to tell you the truth. Is our movie, like, we just had the same interests in movies and food and everything. We love trying new foods out together. I love trying new foods with Rev. That's why when he eats something, I'm always like watching him because I want to see his expression. Ooh, yum yum. Oh, okay, Mountain Mama. My man's a foodie too. That's how we bonded. It really is. Like, I don't know. Food brings everyone together at the end of the day. And this bitch is so fucking phony, it's driving me nuts. Gavin's picking his nose? Okay.
To the stores where he bought the chain. We talked to the friend who rented the car. The car that he rented drove over 900 miles in a day on the drop-off point.
Sure, I know this is a lot to take in. But it's not like we don't know the answers to these questions.
And the fear of Keith's reaction, obviously now he's in the room, the fear of media, the fear of all of these things are coming.
I see now.
They're in front of you now. the only way to get a hold of it, the only way for everybody to come together and heal, the whole community has to heal.
Bless your heart, Trix mom. Hey, baby.
Yeah,
Can you bring me a drink?
sure.
Thank you, lover.
Yeah, buddy.
You have a watermelon talking to you.
I ate the old rice pudding. God, it was a little bit, but it was like really hard, but it was still good. Still tasted amazing.
Oh my God, baby.
Okay? Still tasted amazing.
No, not right now, Logan's mom. We don't.
No. I don't get it.
Is for us to be able to say when we presented all of the evidence, all the stuff that came forward, you told us the truth. You told us what happened.
Thank you,
Because
love, love.
you did go in a dark room. That's true. You did lay in the back seat of the car. That's true. You did lose weight. You were branded. Your hair was cut. You did have bruises all over. But how those bruises got there are...
What's White Claw?
Mm-hmm.
Food stuff? Okay.
That was a good idea.
Will do.
Because you did it and James did some. The reason why your nose got broke is because you held the hockey stick to your
No
face
alcohol.
and you forced it into your nose.
No.
The reason why the brand is in a straight line is because he did it. He described exactly where it was. He told us exactly how he did it, where he did it, how he did it. Only you and I and maybe 5 other people knew where the brand was. He told me...
Yum yum pillow.
Sherry's narcissistic personality won't allow her to believe she has been caught. Even after being shown all the evidence that proves she has been lying, Sherry still believes she can somehow get out of the situation she is in.
So,
What are you thinking, Sherry?
That doesn't make any sense.
Why does it make sense?
what actions doesn't make sense?
A lot of it doesn't make sense.
Can we talk about those?
No.
So are you calling James a liar? You know, are we not believing James what he told me?
No.
I know you're scared.
I cannot believe that it is James.
I can't believe James told us the truth. That's what I can't believe. He passed a polygraph, sure.
Yeah, he paused.
So he didn't. He was okay, and he was involved.
So James is involved. But I don't.
James picked you up. You called James to pick you up.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You
sure I
mailed
did
a letter
that
with your
myself
address.
too. Dead
You
dogs
used a-
gave me.
No.
But
You used a
it's
burner
super
phone
cold.
to call another burner phone for
Very
James to
cold.
come and get you.
You're saying since you're married, you haven't called James?
No, I haven't called James.
Because earlier you said you hadn't contacted James. Just
Man,
for the record,
she's
so
in
you did.
trouble.
You did. The phone's
You
still
could
on,
tell by
the
the
DNA
cop
doesn't match it.
voices.
Yeah.
His polygraph doesn't lie.
So you can go a couple different directions now.
His
I've
story.
already told you lying to me is a crime. So you walk out the store with telling lies, and that's a crime.
Hey, watermelon.
I've been beating my lawyer. This isn't making any sense.
Well, it's not making sense, Sherry. The parts that
That
don't make
it's James.
No, the parts that don't make sense are
Watermelon.
that you're accusing 2 females who abducted you when it was James. The part that you were branded, James did it. He told me he did.
No.
Who would sit there and
No.
say,
No.
I branded Sherry on her right shoulder, but who does that? And tell
Crazy
Now
person
and show
does
us
it.
the letters that match the brand.
took us to the store and pointed out the letters.
It would appear that Sherry is desperately trying to think of a way to explain her exploit. boyfriend's confession. The detectives make sure to keep talking
Let them alone.
because they want to make it as difficult as possible for Sherry to think up another lie.
The problem is today's the case is resolved. Everything, the only things, well, how do we prove that you're telling us the truth? How do we prove that the truth is that 2 women took you, but I'm telling you it's a male? The fact that you...
I think they are trying to start stuff, but I'm just gonna ignore them because it's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, this whole Rev's scared of me, or like I'm starving Rev, or all of those stupid rumors are dumb at this point and have been thoroughly debunked.
Yeah.
For Brandon, it's true. The small fact is that you willingly laid down and did it.
Yeah, thank
versus
you,
being
Ted.
tied to a table. So we could do the polygraph and try to, whatever parts you're confused about.
Yes,
you go with
that's
them?
correct.
Can I talk to you? Outside? Or leave? That's fine.
I love my babies.
The
Baby.
fears of how out of control everything got. The
Oh.
fear of
My baby.
all these things is the reality.
You're cool.
And the only people that can slow the train down is you and I.
Sherry's husband leaves the room with one of the officers and does not return. Now that he is no longer in the room, they try a different approach with Sherry. They give her a way to explain her disappearance by asking if she was in fear for her life. This question shows Sherry that there is no point in denying the accusations anymore. And now it's not a matter of if she did it,
Shannon.
but rather why.
So you might as well get out of your head that James is not involved. Because James is
Shannon.
clearly involved. And James already told us he's the one that did the brain.
That's something that he admitted to mayhem. He admitted to a felony. You could put him in prison.
So how would that?
Thank
how
you,
do
Iconic.
It doesn't jive. So now's your opportunity to say,
I'll be good.
were there issues between you and Keith? Is that why you needed to leave? I mean, we read your text message. We're already aware of some issues, but enlighten us if that's the case. If there was a valid reason for you to leave, let me know what that was.
James said you had your jaw broken by him,
Dale flew.
and that's why he came and got you because you were in an abusive relationship.
I love my husband.
So, were you in an abusive relationship with him? Have you told other people in your life that, like, China, that he
Bitches like
abused
this
you
get
in
on
the
my
past,
nerves,
and that wasn't true?
bro.
China told me that day 2, where there was an incident at a party that you got hurt playing, like, I don't know, Wii or Pictionary or something, and then you told other friends that Keith hurt you. When there was witnesses at the party that said that you got hurt during a party, and you go tell James that you were being hurt, you were being abused. You couldn't come forward because Keith has friends in law enforcement. If all of that is that true? Has Keith ever been abusive towards you?
We are not talking about my husband. I love my husband.
So why leave? Is James lying to us?
I want to be with my children. I would never leave my children.
But
Never.
you didn't leave them permanently. You came back to them. Ultimately,
No.
You left them every day to daycare, so it's not like
She loved him to the
James talked
grave.
about that decision when you were driving down, how hard that was. You left at 10 o'clock knowing that Keith was going to get home late, knowing you were going to leave the kids at daycare, and how much that tore you up on the drive down. You told us that. Things got out of
James
control.
and I talked about that.
Now that Keith is no longer in the room, Sherry opens up
Only Rev could eat it.
about
Well,
how she
she's
was
gonna
talking
eat
to
it
other
too.
men,
It's just gonna
including
happen.
James, behind her husband's back.
Always talking to other guys. Oh my God, what did I do?
It's not
when
nice.
you're in Eureka, you give them a call.
I always,
It's not Christian.
I always share with my girl.
Started chatting with
I
them.
always share with my voice.
Yeah, you do.
Told them some of your problems.
I'm fault that I was talking to you. It's my fault that I was flirting with other men. It was such a stupid thing to do. I love my husband.
Flirting with
I love my children.
That's understandable.
It's so stupid.
Here's the deal, though, Sherry.
Oh, shut up, lady.
Holy shit, dude.
Lying to me today, yes, a crime.
But we're beyond that small discretion. We've talked about that discretion.
Steak.
We talked about Donovan, right? Remember? We talked about Donovan. Who picked you up? Was it James or was it a female that pointed a gun at you? Can you please answer that? You're shaking your head no.
Yeah, we shared a sandwich.
We did.
I'm not
Big old
talking to
fat
you.
man sandwich.
I'm not gonna
Fat bastard.
get anything in trouble. I
That was
told you
real good
before. I
sandwich.
do
It
not
was.
That was so good.
want to get in trouble.
God, that
Well, you're gonna get yourself in trouble at this point. That's where we're at. So either
I
James
didn't
picked.
do anything wrong.
I know you didn't do anything wrong. Right now, you're not telling the truth, which is doing something wrong. That's where we're at.
You should
James,
share
putting
spaghetti
someone on
like
the playground.
Lady in the Tramp style.
Yeah,
Yes, that would
He
be
talked with
cute.
Peter and I for 6 hours.
Exactly.
He told us everything, Sherry. You told us so many truths because you put yourself through.
True.
They were true. You're
See,
absolutely
you don't
right.
want to talk about the women.
So, but the one,
really good.
no, and we're
God,
saying
this
James'
woman's
DNA
voice
was on
is
you.
annoying
We
me.
know you were in that room at his house.
Then who
So
is
what's
the
this?
woman? Then who is the woman?
well,
Okay.
the
That's why we're asking you. It
did
was
the
the
woman
woman.
put a pointed gun at you and put you in the car? Yes or no? Is that where we're at?
Don't remember.
You don't remember if a female pointed a gun at you and put you in the car? Is that what you're saying, Sherry?
I've always told you I don't remember getting in the car. I've always told you I don't remember getting in the car.
But did a female point a gun at you? Yes or no?
Remember.
Yes or no?
We got
Sorry,
a
everything. You've already told me that today.
Yes.
You know who she is. I know you do. You know who she
Sheets
is.
has a bucket of
You know
fries.
who she is.
Sheets.
Sheets has a bucket of fries. Bucket of jalapeno poppers.
Ooh.
James opened the door for you. Whether you want to forget how you got in the car, I'm okay with that. But you've already established today. That's why I asked you today. What did the younger girl do? You said she let me go and she pointed a gun at me. We didn't talk about how you got in the car. Right now I'm asking you. Did a younger female point a gun at you? Yes or no? What?
God, she gets on my nerves.
I know you know who she is. I do not think. I don't want her to get in trouble.
She's not getting-
You know who she is.
You're getting in trouble.
I'm not. I didn't do anything.
But right now, answer this one question. Did a female point a gun at you, yes or no?
I'm done speaking to you until I talk to a lawyer. I will not arrest her. I am with my children because of her.
Sherry sticks with the story where the younger of the two women who took her helped her escape. She then asks for a lawyer because she is afraid that the woman who helped her will get into trouble. A narcissist will never admit mistakes when confronted. They will deflect, delay, and tell more lies. They believe they are invincible and perfect. Even when confronted with all of the evidence, Sherry refuses to admit she has done anything wrong.
Sherry, if you want to talk to your attorney, that's fine. We can wrap this up. If you want to keep talking to us, that's a separate story. But you said you wanted to talk to your attorney, so from the beginning, you're free to go, and you can go.
Sherry leaves after asking for a lawyer. Shortly after the interrogation, federal prosecutors would bring charges against Sherry. Sherry would plead guilty to lying to federal agents and mail fraud.
What
She
a
would
bitch.
receive 18 months in
Thanks
prison
for
and over
subbing.
$300,000 in
Thanks,
restitution
Iconic.
for all of the time and money spent
Yay.
searching for her.
Yay.
Sherry will be turning herself
He's
in
the
to serve her
Bezos
sentence
boss.
in November of 2022. It's still unclear as to why Sherry would pretend to be abducted. then go to the lengths that she did to cover it up. It's possible she may have thought it would bring her fame and fortune. Our society treats victims as heroes, so it's possible a narcissist would fake their own victimization just to be recognized as a hero. It's also possible she may have just wanted to be with her ex-boyfriend for a while and did not want to risk losing her husband and her children. I'd love to hear
I'm
your
not
theories
telling you,
on why she
Drag.
did this, so please share them in the comments below.
Yeah, that's pretty private, you know.
After Sherry left the interrogation room,
Oh.
her husband took her spot and had a few questions for the detectives.
No thank you, Drag.
I'm an idiot husband that stayed around the whole time.
There's not.
My financial business is my financial business.
You can't tell you a lot, honestly.
It's hailing.
I told Bill that
How's it here?
some of the details, some of the stuff came out.
I mean, from my side, I feel like, my whole world's been flipped upside down again.
You'll just settle for your cream soda? Okay.
Why can't you just hit me with it?
I did, I told you.
Not yet.
Because this happened Monday.
No.
After this, I'll end the stream and yeah. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, watermelon. Should we all send Shanny $1 again if you want to?
You're saying you can't tell me all this stuff.
It's still an ongoing investigation, so you're not gonna find out answers. I mean, there's just, that's the way it is.
Can you help me in throw me a bone and then go, man, she made it up? Is that where we're going, right? Or is she trying to come up with a whole another?
We're not gonna give you any additional details. Obviously, you've heard the questions, so you can read through some of those and understand. You've seen some of the photos,
Yeah.
so you know some of the investigative work
Obviously,
we've
you saw me, I
done.
was like, yeah, we found him.
So we did.
Yeah.
But you can also notice your reaction compared to her reaction.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's what I'm saying from my side, but now,
Yeah,
now
I
you're
got
telling me,
you.
okay, you go.
Peanut butter and jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter and
Again, we talked a lot. I don't know what the next stages of this are. That's why
It's not us together, I can
whatever those decisions are, I don't know.
But from we can all agree that she's not there, then obviously if somebody can do something like that to their body and try to trick everybody that they're probably not fit
It
to.
was 4 years ago.
We can't get into that, but I would say, obviously, we are concerned about the welfare.
Drag, I'm gonna let the past be the past and move on with my life. I got better things to do than keep going over the same stupid shit that people have been going over through the years.
We don't want any kind of domestic dispute between you two. We also don't want.
So give me a quick not legal, but give me from a sheriff, if I don't want her in my house tonight, what options do I have?
You have to get restraining orders. You have to get legal stuff.
I'm not sorry, she has to go to her sister's or something, I mean, she's not going.
He wants nothing to do with her, dude.
The next stage of this, please give me the courtesy of telling me when you're gonna announce this so I cannot be in my home.
Probably your night.
Oh, god damn it, going quick. Well, like I said, it's ongoing now.
Well, we have to.
We gotta talk about that, but
It's gonna happen quick.
I understand that, he was thinking tomorrow, I was like, okay,
You
let me
blew
go.
up everybody in LA. So there's a hornet's nest in LA. It only takes one person to go in and say, hey, I know what actually happened. I want 10 grand. And now they run to LA News. It blows up without our control. So, and I don't know the strategy. We still have to. We had to get through this before we get there. But this.
Is there anything you can tell me now? 'Cause I thought you said you were gonna tell me something when I came back in.
The person that we talked to down there is absolutely involved.
I have to
No,
get
I know
my
that.
lock to get
I
to
remember giving you guys that guy's number, so.
Yep.
So that's where we're at.
And then what did she say?
we're just gonna ask you to be patient, let it play out. I know it's gonna be really hard, but it also makes it easier for you. Well, the little kids aren't gonna ask you as much as the media will.
No,
And the family members, your own family members.
No,
And you can look at them with a straight face and say, look, they're not telling me yet.
but like, even Kettle, right now, I was like, well, shoot, you guys can give her right in the house, I don't even want her in a car.
Okay. show, so
That's what he told me.
I'm assuming we'll get arranged for her to get there if that's what has to happen.
Cause I need to make some phone. If you're gonna release it that soon, I'd like to call.
I don't know what to say. I can call you today. I'm gonna go from this to whatever you.
A pile of snacks at front
Already.
someone's feet right now, really?
And then we'll be figuring stuff out.
Are you saying you want us to help you with transport for her?
I
Get it back
think
in
so.
the house?
I don't think you gotta give me a call. So I thought you guys were gonna call me back in here with her. So,
Well, she has to leave, so
oh.
she's free later if she wants.
So I think we'll talk, and we'll probably. She's probably not gonna talk in here, so we'll probably go out to the car, and then I'll be like, I'm not going anywhere with you until.
If you guys want to talk on the car and come back up and tell us if you need assistance, let us know.
I appreciate that.
Hey, Stacy, how are you, sweetheart?
We appreciate that.
Safe.
I'm shot. Okay.
Thank you for watching. I
Alright,
will see you
whatever,
next.
that was boring. Alright, guys. We gotta think about Din Din, so we're gonna get off this chat. We may come back later. I love you. Oh, you took your brother bowling? Aww. That's so sweet, Stacy. Alright, guys. We're gonna think about Din Din right now. Anyway. I love you guys. Peace, Maranatha.
Bye-bye.